Good morning, everybody. Let's have a look at the charts real quick. We're going to do a live stream tonight, so feel free to sign up for the Patreon. We do a live stream Wednesdays and Sunday nights. Right, let's have a look then. So, I mean, there isn't a great deal to say that we didn't say yesterday. We were looking for a pullback as we moved into that 20 moving average on the daily. Moved over to the 4 hour. You can see the horizontal kissed perfectly. So yeah, the pullback was the most likely scenario for Bitcoin, and a pullback is what we've got. So that's basically it. We don't have any trend or pump or any kind of special signal going on here. We don't really have any bull divs of any forms unless you're going right down to the short-term time frames. You've got a little bit going on here, so you might be looking for a move back up. Now, in the very short term, you do have to get above the center range. We call it 105,000, but to be honest with you, we should be hoping for a bit more than that. Recognize the word there, hope. All right. So I would expect 105 get tagged, between now and lunchtime. But now that's a resistance again now, because we've come down below those areas. Back above 105, top of the range, and a little higher, 108.5. Why am I saying that like that? 108.5. 108,500. Nothing else to say. It's just lots of resistances above us, and we've just got to wait and see if there's any legs in that market. US 500, basically the S&P daily, continuing to climb back up again, so digging itself back out of that little hole that it made for itself. That seems okay. So stocks seem okay. 4 hours still seems okay. I'm all right with that. So let's just focus a little bit more on crypto, because there's no point in making a massive long video this morning. There's really no need. Depending on how we end up tonight, when we do the stream, the overview is this. We've got small increments to reclaim for Bitcoin, 105, 108, and then see if we can move up into the upper portion of the range. Until we see that, those resistances are the place to get rejected from at the moment, and then the bottom of the range being 101,000. But Ethereum has got a similar sort of issue. We've got to get above 3,500 on the 4 hourly, obviously on all time frames, but the 4 hourly is where your 20 moving averages. We're below most all moving averages actually here as well. So yeah, we can't hope a great deal out of this one in the short term, not based on what we see. We're continuing to fall here on Ethereum, so that's looking a little skeptical about how that's going to behave, really. I think probably either direction is as likely, but at the moment probably the bears have the edge, which is unfortunate. Right, XRP. I think we'll just do XRP and we'll leave it there. There's really no point in eking this video out. There's nothing much more to say about it. Markets look like they want to keep coming down again to consolidate and then see if we can find that bounce. So XRP broke from the symmetrical triangle and actually had a really big response as a result, moving all the way up to the, I call it the 252 support resistance area, which is basically what happened. It was a little higher, but basically that's where the last rejection took place from. That's brought us back down again, back down to the center of the band, and now below the band. So the next place really is going to be back down towards the breakout, which would be around $2.31, so a little further to fall on that one. Beyond that, though, zooming out, you see rejections on all moving averages here. That's not a good look on the weekly either. Again, death cross retest here, not a good look either. Rejected yesterday and the day before, actually. So yeah, actually the bears have got it on this one. So the bears do look like they have now got control of the trend. That doesn't mean we should write the entire market off, absolutely not, but to expect much upside today based on what we're looking at, I don't think so. I think from the price that you see while you're watching this video, it will have to go lower before it finds a support and bounces higher. Obviously, the main thing to think about is we either double bottom or find a higher low across all of these charts. Now, there's going to be some charts out there that have gone crazy and still having a good time, holding highs, and even XRP, for instance, is doing that. So lows, highs. Where is the higher low that leads to the higher high? Where is it? That's what we're going to wait for, isn't it? That's what we're going to wait and see. If we don't get a higher low unfortunately, what we'll be looking at then is actually a lower low, because on the grand scheme of things, we've got a lower high, a lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, and then obviously we look for lower lows. So will we get a higher high, or will we get a lower high? We will see. We will see. For reference, if you want to get a higher high and cancel out this downtrend, or have a good chance of cancelling out this downtrend, the higher high really, I'd say it's got to be towards maybe just even at $2.80, and then you're like, all right, XRP's ready to go. Bitcoin's obviously a lot higher than that. I would probably say you really need to get into the center of this actual range here, which is about 117,000 to close at that level or higher. That's fine. So we'll see. We'll see. A quick little gander at Litecoin. Litecoin is still actually presenting okay. You know, bull divs, lows, holding above the 20. So if there's a coin that we've looked at this morning, and I'm not highlighting it as the best thing since sliced bread, it would be Litecoin. Right. I'll leave it there. Nothing else to say. We'll see how the day unfolds, and we'll resume later on tonight on the stream. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a nice day. Take it easy.